Rich from the Biocom Institute. I'm the executive director there, and I'm with Chi-Chi and Victoria today. Chi-Chi and Victoria, could you please introduce yourselves with your full title?
Yes, I am Chi-Chi Nakwe. I'm a AAAS Science and Technology Policy Fellow, and I'm serving at the National Science Foundation with the I-Corps program.
Victoria?
And my name is Victoria Caban, and I am a graduate student of Bioinformatics in Georgia Institute of Technology.
Thank you. We're here today to talk about a fantastic program. We're at the Buzz Center at the Bio-International Convention in 2017, and this program is a Bio-Entrepreneurship program run by the National Science Foundation I-Corps program. Chi-Chi, you were instrumental in this program. Can you talk a little bit about why it's important?
Yes, and it's been an honor to be able to serve at the National Science Foundation, whose mission is to transform science and engineering. And so within that agency, that federal agency, we work to ensure that all inclusive ideas and perspectives are able to contribute to the greatest technologies and inventions. And so this is a greater part of initiatives at the National Science Foundation to what we call broadened participation of individuals, folks from geographies, and also institutions in science and engineering. And so within that, the call for wonderful partnerships to elevate and promote inclusion and entrepreneurship was created as one of my projects at the National Science Foundation.
Great. I did want to spend a little bit of time on that partnership piece. I'm glad you mentioned it. So ABRCAMS is a program, diversity program out of the American Society of Microbiology. The United Negro College Fund was involved, Biocom Institute, as well as the California Life Science Institute. And of course, the program was housed here on San Diego State University's campus during the Bio Convention this year. And we drew, there were 25 participants in the program, and they came from all over the United States. Can you just mention a little bit about diversity and inclusion, a little more about why that's important?
Oh, it's clearly important. And for many reasons. I was mentioning making sure that we're able to engage all parts of our society and thinking about all the ideas that need to be challenged as well as the problems that need to be tackled. And so it's important to create engaging and unique ways to ensure that all folks are included in our initiatives so that we're able to actually and critically with intention address the challenges in our society in terms of science and engineering and of course biotech.
Great.
If I could add, this initiative at San Diego State was one of 8 national initiatives to promote inclusion in I-Corps, and so we're really excited to see it come to fruition today.
Great, thank you. Victoria, I know you're entering Georgia Tech in bioinformatics, but you did your undergrad in Puerto Rico,
yes.
Right? And what were you thinking when you signed up for this workshop? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, I studied in the University of Puerto Rico in Maya West, and I majored in industrial microbiology. I have previously heard about the workshop, but it was more for engineering students. It was more for computer science students where they were thinking about developing their software, their apps, or any other sort of invention. So when I was doing my bachelor's degree, at the end, I was thinking about I would like to diversify myself. I've always loved biology, but I wanted to do a little bit more with technology. So it was during the class of genome biology where I first learned about biotechnology and bioinformatics. So what I did was I researched a little bit more about what was bioinformatics. And with my interest in computer and my hobbies, I started learning by myself. Slowly but surely, I started taking computer courses and programming courses in my university. So I thought this was a great opportunity to see how bioinformatics and the entrepreneurship behind biotechnology would go and would play out. So I was like, why not? I think this is a tremendous opportunity. So I couldn't let that go away.
Great. So you signed up, you got accepted, you showed up on Sunday, right? And got checked into San Diego State. And I know the I-Corps model it's pretty intensive.
Yeah.
You learn really quickly that the motto is to fail fast, right? So you get pushed and you get a lot of mentoring. Can you talk about how that was for you? How that process was?
It was definitely intense. And it was also interesting because what the program did was that they wanted to put us in an environment that you would see in the real life. So I was put in an extremely diverse group of scientists. So we had to first learn about each other's backgrounds, learn about our weaknesses and our strengths. So that was a good thing. It was fast-paced, but it was also giving us a little bit of a preview of how it actually works out in real life. So I thought it was tremendous. And as a scientist, you always do the bench work. Probably the closest thing to business is writing a grant. So this was definitely an eye-opener about learning the business, the marketing side of it. So it was definitely great, and the mentors were great as well.
What was the most valuable learning you gained from this experience?
The most valuable learning, I would say, would be learning that this is actually something tangible that I could do. Like I was saying at the beginning, this whole idea about entrepreneurship, you always think about engineers, you always think about computer scientists, or people in the administration and business environment. And during my first year, I always saw myself as a bench scientist, as somebody that will be working in a lab, probably even going to med school, but I would never see myself. I saw that as too far-fetched. Through this workshop, I saw how complicated, hard it was going to be, but I definitely saw that it was something tangible that could be done. Probably I'm going to fail a lot of times before I succeed, but it is something that can be possible with a lot of work.
Great.
Yeah.
And Gigi, we talked a little bit about diversity earlier. You talked about why that was important. It's quite timely right now. A lot of companies are starting to recognize the importance of diversity and inclusion and incorporating that into their hiring practices. The Bio Board just recently announced their commitment to diversity at a board level and has even created a committee to focus on that. So we were really excited that this workshop was going on and to be a partner on this workshop and in the same week that was all happening. What are the future plans for these type of workshops, or what would be your goal?
Well, I think that it's important to point out that for the last 2 decades, funding agencies like the National Science Foundation have been working very hard to increase the individual's access to opportunities in STEM fields. And so I see this fitting right in and maybe building some momentum now that we have some industry support. I think that if you really want to address the challenge of ensuring that we have a diverse workforce and diverse innovators within the biotech industry, we need all partners to come to the table. And so now that we have a really rich group of folks, like my friend here, we also have opportunities within the biotech industry to really push this momentum forward. So I foresee a lot more partnerships, a lot more momentum, and a lot more opportunities to kind of build off of the foundation that's been set before us.
Great, and that was a great segue for me, thank you. As this convention travels around from different cities each year, 2018 will be in Boston, and we're already working with the folks there to set up a similar workshop and partner it with Bio. How would you say the Bio convention added to the experience for you this year?
Oh, definitely. It added to the part of taking it from the theoretical to the real life. So during the workshop, we were given classes about how the business works, how the marketing, the federal regulation works, but then being able to come here, see companies, big companies, see startups, and see how they went, being able to ask them, to talk to them, to have conversations has definitely added a lot more than just, the theoretical side.
Great. And we're hoping that you're going to come back and be an alumni and a champion and a mentor one day yourself.
I really do hope so.
Excellent. Well, thank you both for talking with me today. Everyone look forward to the 2018 workshop. You can look at the CSU I-Corps website to find out more information about when that's coming up. Thank you.